rather because the nations and countries will be in your hands. And he goes on to address some of the issues that we're talking about this evening. Let's see if we've got more quotes up here. Many attempts have been made over the past 2 decades to place the great religion of Islam in the seat of a horrifying enemy. He makes the point that since the collapse of the Soviet Union, there has been a very concerted effort made to put Islam in the place of communism as the bogeyman, the demon, the enemy that must be confronted without and within. He asks, why does the power structure in the world want Islamic thought to be marginalized and remain latent? Study and research the incentives behind this widespread tarnishing of the image of Islam. Very powerful appeal. And he goes on later in the letter to suggest some of those reasons, motives. Don't allow this dynamic and effective reality in today's world to be introduced to you through resentments and prejudices. In other words, learn what Islam actually is, what Islam actually says, rather than what the Sun or Sky News or the BBC tell you that it does. Gain information about Islam through the Quran and the life of its great prophet. And he says, I'd like to ask you whether you have directly read the Quran of the Muslims. And of course, the vast majority of people have not. And one final one from the letter. Don't miss the opportunity to gain proper, correct and unbiased understanding of Islam so that hopefully future generations would write the history of this current interaction between Islam and the West with a clearer conscience and lesser resentment. It's a very elegant piece of work, and we should be grateful for it. Of course, it hasn't had very much publicity in the Western media, so I'm happy to try and publicize it here.